Um, all right, for anyone who's not aware, the Epstein Files are out, and I'm trying to figure out where to find them. I'm gonna be pulling up some names on here once I figure out where to go in these files. All right, for anyone who's not aware, so I should be able to find the new library. Um, okay, this should be it. New transparency. Um, to the ones that came out today, just like 16 minutes ago. It looks an hour ago. Um, I'm trying to figure out as to where I can find that, and then I can pull up the names if there are any names. Um, might be this right here. Damn. So it looks like just by this, there are some cover-ups, or in not cover-ups, but there is some redactions. Flight log, we can look at that. Um, there are some videos I can pull up. Look, looks like this, but I'm trying to figure out where there's court records, disclosures from the Transparency Act, but I'm trying to figure out which I'm trying to figure out the ones that just came out. So this is last updated today, and I'm trying to figure out um, if this is all new. And with me, you can at least watch what is currently available, and I will uh, just Control F and look for names if need be. Either being let's look for Bill Clinton, or I'll just type in Bill. See if any names come up. Um, I'm not seeing anything in here that I don't know if it works for PDF or not. Um, this right here looks like the flight log, but I'm looking for anything new. And if I could get any help doing so, that would be appreciated through the chat. I don't know if these are new. This is don't know what that is. But we're looking for names right now. We're looking for something new. And for anybody who's not looked, or anyone who has not seen, this is all new. It came out an hour and 18 minutes ago, 3 p.m. Central Time. We are looking at some of the information. There is allegedly thousands of pages that came out that is new. It looks like this is redacted for some reason. Nothing looks new in here, just flight logs. For some reason, redacted. So much for having no Epstein files. It's no longer for official use. Now unclassified. This looks like each take off from an airport. see if there's anything in here. Let's see if we can find Bill Clinton, billionaire. Okay, this seems to be reports of, so right there, that's reports by the press. This looks like by the press too. Florida, that's already been out as far as I'm aware of. They've already released all their information. I assume it's under the Transparency Act. I don't want to download anything, however, I can still pull things out through here. These are some, this looks like a new picture. So these all look like new pictures. Looks like, I don't know what to take from that. It just looks like pictures of his island, yacht, whatever it might be. There's a ton of pictures to go through. Not really anything to find in pictures. Set 2, let's see what those are. These are more PDFs. Bill Clinton. And back where I just was, I just saw a picture of them in the White House. Yeah, I can only assume. I don't know. Don't take that for word. Who is that? Well, I don't know who that is. So these are all new pictures, but still no names. But there are more, you'll be able to find more correlations between people. We already saw Bill Clinton. Is that, so, I don't know what that is. It looks like it might be Ghislaine Maxwell on some kind of stage. Bill Clinton and a victim. He's awfully close to a lot of the victims. Bill Clinton pilots, and I think I saw Bush in there. So these right here are the just new PDFs. I did not want that on YouTube. Let's see. Alright, there's more pictures. There's phase 1, but I'm not sure if that's already been released. There's a bunch of the flight logs. This is already, that's old news. BOP. This might be the, yeah, security. Here's the new Maxwell law, from when she was in prison. If you want to look through that, I don't trust a word that she has to say. Let's see. So these just look like the cases against him. House disclosure. Don't know why this is on a Google Doc. Don't want to download anything. Just over here. It doesn't say when is they're not really saying when they're published. Way too many redactions. Absurd amount of redactions for something that should not be redacted and covering people up. Here, give me a minute. I'll look and see if anyone's found anything credible so far. Let's see. It looks like the court records are new, and the DOJ disclosures of what I'm finding. I'm still looking. I'm not. Let's see. Some people are pulling the pictures up already, which has Bill Clinton in a lot of them. Let's see. So I'm seeing online that there are pictures of Epstein with Michael Jackson and a lot of Bill Clinton. And we did pull up a lot of Bill Clinton in here. Pull this back up, and these were a lot of the pictures that we were going through. Oh, here's his famous picture of Bill Clinton. A lot of the pictures are just of his house. Nothing more credible than just pictures as of right now. Can't see why there can't be any names in here. Okay, I'll just go back and look at another file. I'll do dataset 2. It says I could download all of them. These are what we were looking at earlier, where we can pull up a bunch of pictures of, it looks like him, Maxwell, and sometimes someone else. I don't know who this is. Redacted, of course. That's what I just pulled up, I think. Maxwell in Africa looked like. I don't know who that is. I already saw that one. So file 2 looks like this is what has more people in them. Still not credible of what is known to the records. I looked at that. I don't know how all these pictures could have been taken. Uh, it is under the assumption they took a lot of pictures of each other for some reason. But being in that class, I don't know why you would take a shitload of pictures. At the range. This isn't transparency at all. It's just a bunch of pictures. Nothing credible. So that looks like of all the file 2. So let's look at file 3. These look like they could be just objects of his. So these are looking a little bit older. Who is that? That's Maxwell, it looked like. Yeah, just give us an entire blank page of what looks like over 119 blank pages. Let's see. Nothing's pulling up his bill in here. This looks like that was against Ghislaine Maxwell. More pictures. Everything's redacted. And for a CD to have such little a 4.7 gigabyte CD to not have any, to be not even that full. That looks like that's mostly victims. There. Okay. I don't know if I pulled up set 4. Yeah, I didn't pull up set 4, I don't think. These might be against Maxwell. Redacted. Nothing. Yeah. Build phones. Hmm. These seem to be mostly records of personal items to driving information, cassette players, and stuff like that, or cassette tapes. Massage. So this looks like this was information that was given to people who were invited to his place, either like some kind of pamphlet. Maybe if for the victims, maybe for the people who were invited. Looks like there's a lot of this. But this is just his book of how to massage. So it looks like this is all of it. There's days at one. I forget what I said. What each one was. This looks like records being what they either listen to or uh, give out. I think set two was mostly pictures of of people, including Maxwell Epstein and like Bill Clinton or someone. I forget what the one I think was of the building. Three, let's see. I think three was mostly like involving like the victims. Yeah, three was victims. Okay, so one is his house or mansion, boats or whatever. Two was people, including himself, Maxwell, and whoever, but nothing really credible. Three was the victims, and four was the information, like cassette players and music and how to play or like how to do massages and stuff. Whether that was taught to the victims or not. Phase one, that's nothing new. That was given out back in February. This I don't know if this was a prison. This was I don't know what this is. Looks like transcripts. Oh yeah, that is transcripts of um, when they were investigating Maxwell, and I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. They didn't release it like they did with the court documents where you could easily sort through everything. Be sure to check all of these out. This is all information that should be all checked. Thanks for joining in.